Worried about living alone in old age? Don't let loneliness take over. This 45-minute video reveals 6 simple habits to help you stay happy, healthy, and fulfilled at any age. Watch to the end to discover life-changing secrets for a joyful life. Have you ever pictured yourself growing old, living alone in a quiet house, with no chatter of kids or grandkids, no visits from friends? Maybe you've imagined days stretching out in silence as loved ones drift away, friends fade into memory, and life feels like it's lost its rhythm. It sounds daunting, doesn't it? But hold on a second. Living alone in old age doesn't have to mean loneliness or despair. In fact, with just a few small tweaks to your daily routine, you can turn those later years into the most beautiful, meaningful, and joyful chapter of your life. In this 45-minute video, I'm going to share 6 simple yet powerful habits to keep your spirit bright, your body strong, and your heart warm, even if you're on your own. These aren't just tips to pass the time. They're keys to unlocking a richer, more rewarding life that you deserve. Stick with me until the end, because each habit comes with fresh perspective, an inspiring story, and practical steps you can start today. Before we dive in, if you find this content helpful, please hit the like button to support me in sharing more insights. If you haven't subscribed yet, click subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss a thing. If you enjoyed this video, drop a 1 in the comments below. If not, leave a 0 so I can make it better next time. Ready? Let's embark on this journey together. As you step into old age, especially if you're living alone, it's easy for days to slip by without purpose. No job to go to, no family schedule to juggle. You might wake up late, flip through TV channels, and sink into a sense of emptiness. That aimlessness doesn't just leave you adrift. It invites loneliness to creep in. That's why the first habit you need is a daily routine. Not to box you in, but to give your life meaning and structure. Think of it like building a house. You need a solid foundation for everything else to stand on. A routine doesn't have to be rigid or overwhelming. Just wake up at a set time, make your bed, brew a cup of coffee, and step outside for some fresh air. It's a gentle reminder that you're still here, still in charge of your day. Take Robert, a 76-year-old former engineer from London. After losing his wife of 50 years, Robert's days unraveled. He slept at odd hours, skipped meals, and spent hours in front of the TV without really watching. Life blurred into a gray haze, each day indistinguishable from the last, and loneliness became an unwelcome guest. But then Robert took a stand. He started waking at 7 a.m., walking around the nearby park, cooking a simple breakfast of eggs and toast, and setting aside afternoons to call his kids or read a book he loved. Within a month, something shifted. Robert didn't feel like he was just waiting for time to pass. He was living it. His mind cleared, his days took shape, and he even started tending to a few potted plants in his garden, something he'd never tried before. That routine became his lifeline, pulling him out of stagnation and into purpose. He found joy in small rituals, watering plants, sipping tea, jotting down thoughts in a notebook. You can do this too. Start small. Set your alarm for 7 a.m. Spend 10 minutes tidying up and plan one activity, like reading or a short walk. If you're a planner, grab a notebook and sketch out your day. Morning tasks, a lunch break, an evening unwind. It's not about filling every minute. It's about creating a rhythm that fits you, flexible yet steady. Once you got this foundation, you're ready for the next habit, one that keeps your body buzzing with life. When it comes to happiness in old age, we can't skip physical activity. Too many folks think getting older means slowing down, that sitting still is a natural way to take it easy. But here's the truth. When you stop moving, your body doesn't just weaken, your spirit dims too. Staying active is like a natural tonic, keeping you strong, sharp, and ready to tackle whatever the day throws at you. You don't need to run marathons or hit the gym hard. Simple moves like a walk, some stretches, or light chores can work wonders. Picture every step as a declaration. I'm still here, still capable. It's not about perfection. It's about keeping your engine running. Meet Eleanor, a 78-year-old retired librarian from New York. After leaving her job, Eleanor traded standing all day for sitting with a book or crossword puzzle. At first, it felt like a treat, but soon she noticed troubling signs. Bending to pick up a pen was tough. Stairs left her winded and her legs felt stiff. She chalked it up to aging. It's just how it is, she thought. Then a friend invited her to a local walking group. Eleanor started with 10 minutes a day, added morning stretches, and stuck with it. Weeks later, the change was stunning. She had more energy, slept like a rock, and could carry groceries without a struggle. Inspired, she planted a little herb garden, basil, thyme, parsley, something she once dismissed as too much effort. Eleanor learned that movement didn't just strengthen her body, it fueled her independence and joy. Where can you start? If you're new to this, try a 10-minute walk around the block or stretch your arms and legs while watching TV. Love quiet time? Search YouTube for gentle yoga. Moves like arm raises or neck rolls are perfect. Got joint issues? Try chair exercises or water aerobics if you can. The key is consistency. 5 minutes today, 10 tomorrow, building up slowly. You'll feel your body thank you with every step. And once your body's humming, you'll need something else to enrich your days. Connection with the world around you. Living alone doesn't mean shutting yourself off from others. One of the biggest hurdles in old age is the slow fade of relationships. Friends move away. Kids get busy with their own lives, and conversations that once filled your days become rare. It's tempting to retreat, to tell yourself you're fine solo, but isolation is a quiet thief, stealing your well-being bit by bit. Studies show chronic loneliness can harm you as much as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, raising risks of heart disease, depression, even dementia. The good news? You can fight back by staying socially engaged. You don't need a packed calendar or grand events. A quick call, a chat with a neighbor, a smile at the cashier. These little threads keep you tied to the world. Think of it as weaving a safety net, one connection at a time. Take Frank, an 80-year-old widower from Sydney. After losing his wife, Frank pulled back from life. He'd sit flipping channels, waiting for someone to reach out, but his kids were swamped and old pals had their routines. He convinced himself reaching out would burden others. Then one day, he picked up the phone and called an old college buddy. They talked for 20 minutes. Laughter, memories, the works. That sparked something. Frank scheduled weekly calls, joined a chess club at the community center, and even tried online chess with players worldwide. Months later, Frank was a new man. He wasn't just waiting anymore. He was connecting. He hosted a small coffee morning with new friends, something he'd never imagined before. Frank realized staying engaged didn't just chase away loneliness. It gave him purpose and a reason to smile. You can start too. Call an old friend, ask about their day, share a memory. Shy, wave to a neighbor, chat with a mail carrier, or join a local group, book clubs, gardening, anything you like. Text your ally here. Video call your grandkids, join an online forum, or text, "Hey, how's it going?" to someone. Each step pulls you closer to the world. And with connections blooming, you're ready for the next habit, one that keeps your mind sharp and vibrant. Age might slow your body, but your mind doesn't have to follow suit. Too often, people assume a fuzzy memory or sluggish thinking is just part of growing old, a myth science debunks. Your brain can grow and adapt at any age if you give it a workout. Keeping your mind sharp isn't just about staying smart. It's about staying confident, curious, and in control, crucial when you're living alone. Think of your brain as a garden. Neglect it and weeds take over. Tend it and it thrives. Reading, puzzles, learning new skills, deep talks, these are the water and sunlight it craves. Meet Janet, a 74-year-old retired teacher from Toronto. After retiring, Janet binged TV, sitcoms, game shows, you name it. It was relaxing until she noticed slip-ups, misplacing keys, forgetting names, losing her train of thought. Alarmed, she feared it was inevitable decline. Then she took action. She dusted off a novel she'd meant to read, started morning crossword with her coffee, and signed up for an online Spanish course, just for fun. Weeks in, Janet felt the fog lift. She remembered better, chatted with her grandkids in basic Spanish, and picked up painting, a dream she'd shelved. Her mind buzzed with ideas, and she loved sharing her progress with friends. Janet discovered that stimulating her brain didn't just keep it healthy, it sparked joy and a sense of adventure. How can you start? Grab a book, fiction, history, a cookbook. Like games? Try chess, Sudoku, or crosswords. They're fun and brain-boosting. Want a challenge? Learn to paint, play guitar, or pick up a language on apps like Duolingo. Stuck for ideas? Switch up your walk route, or cook a new recipe. Every bit of effort builds a sharper mind. With your brain firing, you're set for the next habit, one that brings peace to your soul. Living alone in old age can pull your focus to what's gone. Loved ones lost, health faded, vibrant days now memories. That weight can drag you down, tinting every day gray. But there's a way to shift your lens, to find light even on cloudy days. Practicing gratitude. It's not about ignoring the hard stuff. It's about choosing to see the good that's still there, no matter how small. Gratitude's like a magnifying glass, amplifying joys you might miss. Studies back it up. Regular gratitude cuts anxiety, boosts sleep, even strengthens immunity. Best part? It takes just minutes a day, no tools required. Take George, a 79-year-old ex-firefighter from Chicago. After losing his wife of 50 years, George drowned in grief. He missed their dinners, her laugh, the empty chair at the table. Life felt hollow, and he wondered why he kept going. Then a friend suggested a gratitude journal. Each morning, George wrote 3 things he appreciated. Birds chirping, a call from his grandkids, the warmth of his tea. At first, it felt forced. How could he be thankful amid such loss? But slowly it clicked. He noticed sunlight through the window, the smell of fresh bread, a song on the radio. Grief didn't vanish, but it wasn't everything. George started sharing his practice with friends, inspiring them to try it. He found gratitude didn't erase pain. It balanced it with peace. You can start today. Before bed, think of 3 things you're grateful for. A tasty meal, a stranger's smile, waking up strong. Love writing? Jot them in a notebook. Not a writer? Just close your eyes and feel them. Begin simple. The sky was clear. I heard a good tune. I walked without pain. The more you do it, the more good you'll see, easing your heart. With peace settling in, you're ready for the final habit, one that lifts you and others too. It might sound odd, but one of the best ways to beat loneliness and find purpose is to help someone else. Living alone, you might feel you should focus inward, that you lack the energy to give. Yet time and again, giving proves to be a soul-soothing balm, reminding you of your worth and weaving you back into the world. Helping doesn't mean grand gestures or endless effort. A call, a small gift, a kind word. These ripples spread far. Make a habit and watch it transform your days. Meet Margaret, an 82-year-old former nurse from Manchester. After retiring, Margaret felt adrift. Her kids lived far off, friends dwindled, and her days stretched silent and empty. She wondered, do I still matter? Then she took a leap. She volunteered at a local food bank. Just a few hours a week. She sorted donations, chatted with recipients, and found her place in the team. Soon Margaret felt a spark. The gratitude in people's eyes, the banter with fellow volunteers, the rhythm of being useful. It rekindled her. She started teaching neighborhood kids to knit, passing down a skill from her mom. From feeling her best days were behind her, Margaret became a community cornerstone. She said, "Helping others made me forget my own sorrows." You can do this too. Call a struggling friend. Ask how they're holding up. Love baking? Share cookies with a neighbor. Can't get out? Write a letter. Send an encouraging email. Or join an online group to share wisdom. Got a talent? Cooking, fixing things, storytelling? Use it to brighten someone's day. Every act ties you closer to others, melting loneliness away. Living alone in old age isn't easy, but it's not a sentence of loneliness. These 6 habits, establishing a routine, staying active, connecting socially, stimulating your mind, practicing gratitude, and helping others, are tools to turn solitude into a vibrant, meaningful journey. You can't control everything around you, but you can choose how you live, waiting passively or crafting happiness. Picture your day with these habits. Waking to a plan, strolling in the morning sun, chatting with a friend, learning something new, feeling grateful at night, and lifting someone up. That's not a fantasy. It's a life you can start now. What did you take from this? Comment below with one habit you'll try and how you'll make it yours. I can't wait to hear from you. If this video helped, hit like, share it with loved ones, and subscribe for more tips on thriving. Thanks for spending 45 minutes with me. See you in the next one.